Hello, everybody.
Howdy, folks.
Welcome back to Week 10 predictions for the Westcast.
Is it really week
Uh,
10 already, dude? Holy
yeah.
cow.
So,
Dang.
we've been a little behind the sticks, as they say. Life happens. So,
Yeah.
we didn't actually predict the Thursday night game this week.
We
Kind of
also
missed
thought this was going to
2
be a
weeks in a row.
blowout.
Yeah, I thought this was gonna be a blowout, but it ended up being a pretty
Or
horrible game, to be
worse.
honest.
Yeah,
like,
really bad.
I'm being frank. Las Vegas Raiders traveled to the Denver Broncos. Denver won 10-7. Both quarterbacks combined for 293 passing yards.
Dude, this was hard to
Both
watch.
running back, both rushing attacks combined for under 160 yards or 170 yards.
Dude, the Raiders are horrendous.
Um,
They're
the
like, why
defense
is
isn't bad.
I guess not, but I mean, your offense wasn't great either. So I don't really know what to take
Yeah,
away from that. So I don't really want to give them their flowers because they get blown out.
it's hard to take Denver seriously as a one seed when they don't play like a one seed.
Play good, yeah.
They blew out the Cowboys last week, and
But
I feel like this team is Denver's trying to get to a bye week. That's what's happening. This team's exhausted. Well, you figure like they didn't take a bye week after the London trip, so it's like they're pretty gassed.
yeah. Well,
They've got to be gassed.
their defense wasn't.
And I just think that I don't think their defense. I think their defense is just otherworldly, but I think their offense is just so gassed at this point, especially on a
Cam,
short week too.
why are the Raiders still starting Gino?
It's a great conundrum. They're paying him a lot of money. That's a dirty little secret. If
He
you
has
find
12
who's getting the most paid
interceptions.
on the roster, more than likely they're starting, unless they have a rookie. If they have a rookie, then he can start. But you
He
know,
has
rookie.
11 touchdowns now he has 11 touchdowns now for 12 interceptions. Do they really think they're any better? Why are they? First off, I don't even know why they paid him all that money. Second off, is Kenny Pickett even worse than this?
Potentially.
And
Raiders just
Genty,
in
I feel so bad for Genty, bro. I wish he didn't go to this team.
they need a they need a run game. They need to help Genty out. They probably definitely need to start building
Yeah.
around him. They
Well, he had that.
they could pull like an Atlanta Falcons type rebuild.
Well, he had that.
Get a quarterback.
He had that great run. I don't know if you saw, but he had that great run that ended up getting called back because Raiders were holding, so they had to
Yeah.
push the sticks back. And then every play they got a touchdown too, called back because of penalties. Is
I,
Pete Carroll washed?
I don't think so. I think everything in this game was hard. Everything for both offenses, everything was difficult.
Cam,
So
we might need to have a conversation about your boy Bo Nix. Is he the
no,
guy?
we're not having a conversation about them. Dude, they're tired. They played like a tired team.
Karen, Bo is not playing
They play like a
well.
fresh squad.
Bo's not playing well though, bro.
Okay, he didn't play well against the Las Vegas Raiders, the division rival.
Or the
Yeah, okay.
Jets.
Like, all right.
Can we at least admit he's at
So
least in a
Jets had a good
sophomore slump?
Jets had a good defense. They had a good defense, and also
Yeah,
those in
had.
freaking London, bro. Like, you also have to take the time and place and where they're at too.
Yeah, they're also pro football players. I mean,
Also, there's like 40-mile-per-hour winds at the stadium, dude. Like, there was gonna be no good passing whatsoever. You have Josh Allen there, he probably would still be terrible passes.
look, I think
The
he's in
wind
a
is
sophomore
affecting the
slump.
ball that much, dude. Yeah, there's no way.
I think he's in a sophomore slump. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I mean, there would have been a lot more scoring in this game, but there was a few missed field goals by both teams. So it's like there would have been a lot. This score would have looked a lot better than it currently did, but this guy got shaved off by the wind. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, it's the wind. Like the wind absolutely played a factor in this game.
And dude, your defense without
Best in the league.
Sertan is
Best in the league.
you know, it's best in the league, but they were like giving up some yards without Sertan, dude. If it weren't for if it weren't for the Raiders just being stupid and getting penalties, they probably would have lost this game.
Ramos is gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's gone. There's no way he could keep Foster right now.
I'll give Jedi Barron a pass here because he's still a rookie.
Imagine against Brock Bowers.
Yeah, the match against Brock Bowers. Like, what are you doing?
Like, what do you like? The one catch he had was against Brock Bowers. Like, okay. Like, all right. He gets a pass for that one. Cause, dude, it was so crazy. Like, they lined him up, and like Brock Bowers is like a foot taller than him, dude. It's like, dude, he's freaking like Paul Bunyan out there, bro. He's correct. He's a crazy player.
the Raiders needed him back, but I mean, it's not going to do much because this team is not going anywhere. And it sounds like their center, the Raiders center, to be out for a good period of time.
Jackson Powers Johnson.
Yeah, dude, that
No, he's a guard.
dude, the Raiders is bad. Like I like that was horrible. They might be worse than the Titans. I'm not even lying.
I think Nick Biggio is probably the best pass rusher in the league right now.
Oh no, I would agree. So is Zach Allen.
He's just so fast. Dude, he's like a blur.
Zach Allen reminds me of J.J. Watt like a lot. Just how he looks and the arm brace.
Yeah, I'm noticing a very concerning trend with the Broncos offense that they like to go to the right a lot. They like to target the right side of the field a lot. They don't really go to the left.
Bo likes to. Yeah, but Bo had 2 picks, right. Dude. Bo had 2 bad picks.
Oh, that 50-yard throw that he had, just a whole shot. It was like, all right, man, what are we doing? Like
The other one was just batted up.
What did Sean Payton call it? He called it him going Ferris Bueller.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bo Nix just has some wild streaks in him, which is like, all right, can we please tamp that down a little bit, please? Yeah, I think 9.5 is a little too much. Favored by look. I mean, obviously Bo Nix didn't have a good game. Offense. I feel like it's just offense in general. They don't have a good game, and I'm just thinking that they're gassed. They're absolutely trying to play for the bye week now at this point.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Well, they have.
They got to be like, bro. They got to be one. They got to be one of the most fatigued teams in the league right now for sure.
Yeah, we can't keep blaming that, dude. They're all professional footballers or football players.
Yeah, of course they're professional footballers. They're still human beings.
All right.
But yeah, you try to play a full 17 game slate, dude. We can barely get our episodes out on time.
True. Well, I've been moving, so.
Yeah.
And you've been working.
We've had you.
Well, they took away the first read. They let him hold the ball a little bit longer. He started making mistakes.
Steelers. Okay, so the Colts do something a little bit different. On first and second down, they actually start calling third down passes. So they started calling a little more deeper routes. And then once they get a completion off those, then they start running the ball on first and second down. That's the Indianapolis Colts offense. Very basic. So you start calling third down defenses like cover 2-man, or you start calling cover 3. I think the Steelers called a few cover 4 play. They don't really play cover 4, but they start calling third down defenses on first down because that ended up inhibiting the Colts. So I think that it's
I just don't know, man. I mean, that was bad loss. That was bad last week. I know they lost 27-20, but it didn't look close for that entire game. And those turnovers were detrimental. I know Atlanta's not really good right now, but I also like they almost beat the Patriots and like, dude, they did beat the Bills.
Yeah.
So I mean, they are capable of winning these big games, but it's the Bills. Again, the Falcons are just an enigma to me. I just don't understand them like at all.
I think the Falcons play great against good teams, and they really don't know how to win against bad teams. I think they overlook bad teams a lot. I think, which is not good.
Well, I think they think they can beat them easy.
I'm more inclined to believe that the Colts are going to bounce back. So I'd say give me the Colts. I'd say 24-17. These Berlin games are always fun though. I don't know why the Germany game's always been kind of good. Remember that Bucks game that was on the first time
that
they
was
did
a
this?
good one.
Yeah,
that was good. Give me Atlanta. Give me Atlanta. 31-27. I don't know, dude. Something just feels weird.
Okay, Carolina is favored by 5.5. Over under is 39.5. Carolina is minus 250 on the money line. Carolina Panthers defense is actually really good. I'm not gonna make no bones about it, man.
It's better, and then you look at the Saints and where they're ranked, and oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah, Rico Dowdle. Surprise smash this season. Surprise smash it. Carolina's offensive line is really good. They're really starting to gel in the run game at least. Pass protection is a little suspect because Bryce Young's still still a little unsettled behind the pocket.
Little.
It's still kind of hard to trust him to throw for like 300 yards and like 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns. Doesn't really seem like he's gonna be that guy.
Look, the Saints just traded away Rashid Shaheed. They just traded away their old lineman. So, by the way, that was who got traded to the Chargers. Was Penning to the Chargers?
Trevor Penning.
Yeah, because I mean we need O-line help, but you don't make moves like that if you think you're going somewhere.
Yeah, the Saints are totally toast. So I'd say give me Carolina's still playing. Carolina's still playing for a playoff spot. So I'd say give me Carolina 24-9.
Weird score. I'll say 31 to. I'll say 31-12. I think they're gonna kick some field goals.
All right, next we have the New York Giants traveling to the Chicago Bears. The Bears are favored by 4.5. Over/under is 46.5. -218 on the money line. I think that the Giants aren't so bad anymore.
I don't think so either. I know losing Scatterbo was a devastating loss, but I see an upset here.
I see a lot of points.
Yeah, because that Bears defense gave up a lot of points last week to the Bengals.
Yeah, you know what? The Bears defense has the exact same problem that Dallas defense had. They're trying to go for turnovers, and they're not trying to go for stopping touchdowns for whatever reason.
And the difference with the Bears is their guys that could make turnovers are out.
Yeah. So it's going to be a little dicey for the Bears, I feel like. I think Jack Starr's good, right?
He's pretty good.
Yeah, everything's telling me that he's a good player. He's really good.
I think he's better than Caleb Williams.
I think he's like if Daniel Jones actually had a little bit more of like an attitude that makes any sense, right? A little bit more like I feel like Daniel Jones is so nonchalant about his job, whereas I feel like Jackson Dart, you could feel like he actually really cares about everybody around him. Solid. And dude, he's a touchdown scoring machine, dude. He's just a touchdown waiting to happen, man. Really good. I really want to see him with Malik next year because it's gonna be fireworks.
I'm gonna take the Giants because they still have a very good pass rush, and Caleb Williams is not gonna play Euro ball against that pass rush.
Yeah, he cannot play against the Cincinnati Bengals every week, unfortunately. I want to say that the Bears win this game, but something's stopping me. I can't put my finger on it. Actually, I can't put my finger on it. Caleb Williams holds on to the ball for too long. He still holds on to the ball for way too long.
And that's the thing. I think he's gonna try to play hero ball, and he's not gonna do it against his pass rush. He's just not. He's not gonna sit in the pocket.
Absolutely despise that about Caleb Williams. That he just won't release the ball at a certain point.
I think he'll move off from him.
That.
I think he'll move off him in the future if he keeps playing like this.
I think they're starting to see who Caleb Williams really is, and I think they're still trying to tell him like, hey man, like play on schedule, please. Like stop just holding on to the ball for 10 years.
Well, here's the thing. I know we're praising them for beating the Bengals. They barely beat the Bengals. They barely beat the Raiders.
It took a last second coverage bust for them to beat the Bears or beat the Bengals.
And the Raiders would miss field goal. That's how they won.
Yeah, I'd say Bears win, but Giants cover. So I'd say give me the Chicago Bears 27-24.
I'm taking Giants 31-14.
Yeah, I'm not confident in that Bears score at all. To be frank, that's rough. that's a rough score.
Davis Mills is out this game. Oh, wait, sorry. I'll let you do the intro.
Okay. Next, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars traveling to the 5-3 Jags versus 3-5 Texans. The Jaguars are favored as a road team, -1.5. Over under 37.5, -115 on the money line. I think the Texans are gonna win.
You think so? I mean, they have a good defense, but I mean, David Mills is kind of serviceable. We're going to learn more about the Jags, I feel like.
About the defense.
I think we're going to learn more about the Jags this game than I think we are the Texans. I think we already know the Texans are. I think we're going to learn more about the Jags this game. What happens?
Because
the Jags already won, didn't they? The Jags already
What?
beat them, didn't they? The Jags already beat the Texans.
No,
didn't they?
I think the Texans won. They already
I
played
don't
this
think
team.
that's. I don't think that right. I don't think that's right.
Oh no, they won by they only won by touchdown though.
Yeah, so this is
Yeah.
probably gonna be the same kind of score. I feel like 17-10. That's how they won.
I am more inclined to believe that the Texans defense is playing. They're playing so lights. If it's not the Denver Broncos, it's the Texans. Their EPA per play on defense is absolutely mental. It's like the top. It's like one of the top scores in the league. They're good. They're good defense. It's just their offense is just so predictable, man.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's run on first down, play action, deep shot off on second down. It's same shit, different day. Or if it's
What
like
is
they
this?
run on first down, then they go in the shotgun and they throw a deep pass on second down. It's like, guys, can you stop calling the deep routes? Can we get some underneath routes, please? Can we call some 5 yards easy completions for Stroud? Like,
What
you're
if-
getting him killed out there, man.
What if this game's a tie?
Dude, okay. If we actually would have done the Thursday football game, I was
You
thinking
were
about
thinking
calling a
about
tie
it?
for Denver. I was like, this feels like a tie game. I heard about the win and I was like, oh my god, that scares the living shit out of me. That feels like try and win the game, miss field goal, ends up being a stupid tie. This one, I don't know. I think just get low scoring. I think it's gonna be a definitive winner.
I'm gonna take a
Give me-
tie.
All right, well, give me the Texans 13-10.
I'm gonna say
think it's gonna be-
ties. 17-17 tie.
Be a tough game. This is gonna be a rough game to watch. The Texans play the same brand of defense that the Broncos play. It's just make the game absolutely just filthy, make it gross. I mean, they can't. The one thing that the Texans don't have is they can't finish games.
They
It's
can't.
like that's the one thing that was so frustrating about the Broncos earlier this year is that they just couldn't finish games. I think the Texans finished this one. Even the Texans, and I just. Everybody's talking about the Broncos playing like crap, and it's like the Jaguars played like crap for 3 quarters, and people aren't giving them any grief for that. And the Jaguars are 5-3. Like, why do they get no grief and Denver gets all the grief? Denver's 8-2. I'm curious how people view teams. All right, next we have the Buffalo Bills traveling to the Miami Dolphins. 6-2 Buffalo versus 2-7 Miami. Buffalo's favored by 9.5. Over under is 50.5. Minus 535 on the money line.
They should be favored by more.
Yeah, this should be like minus 14.5. Minus 15.
Minus 21.
Mine's way too short for me. Minus
Look,
21. Yeah, no way, dude. That's not happening in the NFL. Minus
Well-
9.5 is a lot of points, by the way.
The Broncos lost by 70 to the Dolphins.
Yeah, and have you seen the stats ever since that game for the Broncos defense?
Yeah, because that was Sean Payton's worst day of his life.
Historic run. Literally, that loss shocked Vance Joseph so much. It shocked him being a great defensive coordinator.
Shocked him getting rid of
that's
Russ.
That's just perfect. That's peak NFL history right there, man.
It's shocked to get into firing Russ. Like, I'd rather eat the dead cat money than keep this guy on my team.
This guy is abominable. Get him off our squad. We'd rather pay him $50 million to not play for our football team, which is so wild. That is so wild. It's so much money. It's just to not play a football team. That's to not play for a game.
Look, the Dolphins got rid of Aiden Phillips to trade him to the Eagles. They fired their GM. It sounds like they're going to keep Mike McDaniels for now until the end of the season so they don't get an interim. And they're like, oh, this interim guy's really good. We should keep him. So I think this team already knows it's over.
Here's one
I
stat for you,
think-
Tyler.
Yeah?
Sorry to interrupt, but this is just to reinforce your point. Josh Allen is 14-2, including playoffs versus the Dolphins in his NFL career.
Yeah, so that's a pretty easy call. Yeah, I'm gonna take. It's not
Pretty
gonna be close. I'm gonna take the Bills 42 to like 6. I'll be nice. I'll give them 2 mercy field goal kicks. But yeah, this is
You really have an 86% chance of getting it right if you pick the Bills to beat the Dolphins with Josh Allen. Yeah, tell Josh Allen, dude. I'd say give me the Bills. Not Allen. 35-13.
all right.
Next, we have the This is actually an interesting matchup. Baltimore Ravens at Minnesota Vikings.
Is that close?
Baltimore
Really?
is favored by 3.5. Over under is 48.5. Minus 225 on the money line. I am inclined to believe that Minnesota actually could win this game.
I think so too, but Lamar's in do or
Lamar's
die
a
mode,
beast.
so I don't see Lamar. I don't see Lamar going.
He's so good, dude.
No,
He's one of the
exactly. He's good. I don't see him like letting him lose this game.
Whoever said a Lamar B1 or Lamar Jackson switch positions, please kindly don't ever talk about anything like that ever again about Lamar Jackson. Dude had 5 incompletions against 4 touchdowns last game. Literally, if he threw another touchdown, he would have equated his incompletions. That's insane. That is insane.
Oh,
And they weren't like short passes; they were deep.
Speaking of Lamar, you know when he got rid of all the he went and he said he wanted to get rid of all the ping pong balls, and that was him, by the way, for the Ravens. He says like, no, get all those distractions out of here. We got to focus. So guess who else just copied that just yesterday? Tua.
Okay, bro. It's a little.
Like, a little late for that, dude. You're 2-7.
Tua, yeah, like Tua. First of all, dude, if win an MVP first before you can do something like that, okay? Like, win a few MVPs.
Second of all, you're 2-7. You're not coming back from that,
bro. They're trading guys away from your team, bro. Like, yeah. Well, and also it's like, the Ravens trade someone away. It's like, okay, when the Ravens trade people away, it's usually because they're trying to change their scheme.
Well, no, they got rid of
the Dolphins trade people away. It's fire sale.
Well, they traded Owe, which has been great for the Chargers, to the they traded Owe to the Chargers, and I think that was more of a contract thing. It's like, okay, we got to pay this guy. We probably can't pay him. We'll just trade him.
They probably just took a comp pick. I think they found something. They found a different scheme, and they're trying something else out. Which hard to say it didn't work. I mean, they held the Dolphins to 6 points, so I mean, it's hard to say it didn't work. Ravens always do this. Where like mid-season, they always change up their scheme so that way they actually end up being like one of the top teams by the end of the season. It's like the Ravens will be fine. I took a pretty sizable bet against one of my friends that the Ravens weren't going to make the playoffs when they were 1-5. Because the math is really in my favor. There's like a 99% chance for them not to make it, but the 1% is freaking Lamar Jackson. It's like man, that might have been a foolish bet. I don't know. That might have been foolish because man, that guy's crazy, dude.
I will say this: can the Minnesota stop Lamar?
I think
defense stop Lamar.
Oh, I want to touch on that. I think the one defensive coordinator that absolutely embarrassed Lamar on national television is Brian Flores. So the one guy that could probably find a way to beat Lamar is probably Brian. And I think Lamar probably learned so the one blitz that Lamar couldn't stop ever earlier in his career was the zero blitz when Brian Flores was with Miami.
Yeah.
But that was 2 years ago now. So I'm inclined to believe that Lamar Jackson's going to get sacked a few times in this game because they call that blitz, but I think he learns better. So I say I think the hook is what's going to hit. I think Baltimore's going to end up winning this game, but I still think the Vikings have got. I'm not a JJ McCarthy hater. I think that if Justin Jefferson gets loose in this game, he has like 150 yard game, 2 touchdowns. Like they're going to win this game. But I think it might actually end up being kind of a shootout. So I'd say give me Baltimore last second field goal, 34-31.
Oh, there you go, high scoring.
I think JJ McCarthy has 3 TDs in this game. I refuse to believe he's a bad quarterback. And Ken O'Connell's great. Like, that's fun.
But can he stop? I would be contrarian. I'm going to go Vikings 24-21. I think Flores. I think Lamar's. I think Lamar's going to hand it by the defense. And I think O'Connell's. Because here's the thing: we're still not talking about this. Baltimore's defense still has not been better.
I literally just said that they were improving, but all right.
Well, yeah, but they're improving, but I don't see it yet. I mean, I know they got Roquan back, and then they got Louis Gilman, but I still don't see it. They give it up in the fourth quarter, dude. They give it up when it matters the most.
Baltimore can't lose this game. Let's just say that.
They can't either.
If Baltimore loses this game, dude, they're out. I'm sorry, they're out. I don't think they're going to beat the Patriots. And Packers game to me is such a toss-up now at this point. I really am not sure if Baltimore wins that game either. If they lose both those games, are out. Period. Again, the discussion. even if they go 9-8, they're gonna be like the Bengals last year. They got really good late in the season. They have an MVP candidate at quarterback. Couldn't make the playoffs. Just lost too many games.
Yeah, I would agree.
All right, our next matchup is the Tank.
Yeah. Yep.
I love Tank. There's two tanking teams playing NFL football. It's such a bad game that it's fun to watch because you never know what funny shit's about to happen in the game. There's always something funny that happens in games like this. That was the Cardinals and the Titans, dude. The funniest thing ever happened in that game, dude. Literally, the Cardinals lost the game because of a funny play. I want to see a funny play here.
Well, are the Jets going to keep falling? Because they're right now, I think, second in the draft order.
Absolute. Okay, if you want a slam dunk pick for this game, the under 37.5 is a freaking lock. It is an absolute lock. I'm telling you, these two teams are so bad. They don't know what football is. They're gonna play with a tennis ball out there, and Myles Garrett's gonna get like 10 sacks.
Jets just unloaded all their good players, and well, why did Myles Garrett take the money? He should have just demanded to get traded.
Yeah, he could have gotten traded this offseason. He totally could have. The fact that the Jets had the guts to deal away Sauce Gardner and Quinn Williams, and the Browns just didn't have the guts to trade away Myles Garrett.
Well, I mean,
all right, man.
Well, it's not even the Browns. Myles Garrett took the money. I can't. I'm not excusing Myles Garrett and all this. You took the money, bro.
I mean, he's on pace to be like Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah, on the Browns. And still loses 38 points a game.
I know, dude. Like, ask for a trade, man. Like, go somewhere else. You're not gonna win with. Think about this. He's on a Lawrence Taylor pace, and the Browns are 2-6.
His entire career's been wasted on the Browns.
Brother, ask for a trade. Get out of there. Like, go in and go. Like, I'm gonna. You don't get to complain about not playing in any like major playoff games, and you play for the Cleveland Browns, dude. Like, you should, like, have some awareness, man. This franchise is doomed. Same thing with the Jets. They're doomed. Collectively, these teams are 3-13.
That's embarrassing.
Team sucks.
Both teams suck.
Give me the Cleveland Browns 9 to... can you imagine 9 to 5?
9 to 5.
5 points. The Jets will find a way to score 5 points. If there's any team that can find a way to score 5, it'd be the Jets.
I think it's going to be the worst game of the week. I'm going to say 3-3 or 3-6.
3-3
Browns. I would actually, you know what? No, 3-0 Browns.
Yeah, I was joking about the 9 to 5. By the way, I'll take the Cleveland Browns. I'll take them 13-7.
Is that going to be a very low scoring game, or it's going to be a very high scoring game because neither side's got a defense really, and neither side's got an offense. So I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be a blowout or just horrible.
Under 37.5 feels like such a lock. This is the case of two horrible offenses versus two beast defenses. Even without Quinn Williams and Sauce Gardner, I think the Jets are still actually pretty good on defense.
Right.
If they could convert though, they have 4 first-round picks. Like
5.
They had a lot.
Cameron,
so we'll have to see if they can do it.
Karen, I'll share a little history. In 2021 and 2022, I hope I'm getting these years right. Who had 2 first-round draft picks in the 2021 draft, and who had 3 in the 2023 draft? In the 2022 draft.
I know. I hear.
The New York Jets.
I hear you, dude.
It's just history repeating itself.
Yeah, they can't just keep rotating players out and then just trying to find new regimes every time. You got to keep some guys at some point.
The Raiders had 3 first-round draft picks in the 2019 draft, and the one that landed was Josh Jacobs.
Max Crop.
No, he wasn't 2029. He was in 2019. He was, I think he was the year before.
Oh, it's 2020. Whatever.
Anyways, let's talk about better teams.
Okay, next, this might be matchup.
The Brady Bowl
matchups of the week. Yeah, the Brady Bowl, dude. New England Patriots at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 7-2 Patriots versus 6-2 Bucks. Hold on your butts, guys. I don't want to watch this one. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. This reminds me of Seahawks Bucks earlier this year. What a classic! What a classic!
I think you're wrong. I think the Bucks are gonna handle them easy.
All right, yeah. Bucks are favored by 2.5. Over unders 48.5. Minus 148 on the money line. I probably wouldn't take a side for this game. If you're gonna watch
I would take the Bucks.
Fireworks. Your
Take
fireworks.
the Bucks. Take the Bucks. They're gonna win easy handedly.
Ooh, actually, it's saying I take the under 40.
Cameron,
It seems like these two defenses are surprisingly very good.
Cameron, do me a favor. Go to show the. This is my argument. Show the Patriots schedule, if you can. Would you kindly? Look at who they've beaten.
Yeah, they beat the. Oh my gosh! Yeah, you're totally right. Okay, so they have the Dolphins on the record. Panthers aren't bad. Let's just say, but they blew them out 42-3 or 13. Bills 3-point win. Saints 6-point win. Titans. That's it started out. The Titans were actually in the lead at that point in the game. Browns they just blew out immediately. Falcons they barely beat. Yeah, obviously this would be a big litmus test for them. So if they can't beat a team like Tampa Bay, then
I think they're gonna squash them, dude. Tampa's going off a bye week. I think they're gonna squash them.
I'll say I'm not going to say that the Patriots are fraudulent because they're the new Patriots. The Patriots, dude, they're Mike Vrabel's Patriots. I don't think Vrabel's not a fraud guy.
Well, no, I just want the Patriots fans to shut the hell up because they're getting loud now. It's like, dude, stop.
Them thinking the dynasty's back. I'm sorry, guys. Nope. I was Broncos fan last year, dude. They won 10. They had 10 wins with a rookie quarterback. It's like Denver's 8-2 this year, and everybody's calling them frauds. And the Patriots haven't played anybody, and people saying that they're going to be a dynasty. It's like, what is going on here, man? Like,
well, no, the difference is like
what is going on?
Well, the difference is you're barely beating the Jets, you're barely beating the Raiders, you're barely beating the Texans.
So, others say so. They're winning. Same thing with Patriots. They're winning. We'll see.
But against teams.
But the Patriots haven't beaten they haven't beaten good teams or barely lost to good teams.
Outside of the Bills,
Denver collectively has lost by 6 points, dude, against good teams. Like the Chargers are a good team, Colts are a good team. Like everybody's talking about the Patriots being back, and it's like, why are nobody talking about the Broncos being back? Like they lose, they barely lose. I mean, they barely win, but.
Well, look at the pressure.
I mean, it also takes players to win games too. So
well, look at the rankings right here. Look at the pressure rate: 29th versus 4th. Like it just doesn't look. I'm taking the Bucks. I don't think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be like 42-13, dude. They're coming off a bye week. The Bucks still have a really good team, and look, Todd Bowles is still a defensive guy, so I think he can. I think he's good against rookie quarterbacks. Or it's not really rookie; he's the second year, but. I think he's going to get young quarterbacks. I think it's not going to be close. 42-13 Bucks.
I think that the Bucks disappoint. Give me the New England Patriots 31-27.
You're just doing that because I took the Bucks.
No, I also believe the Bucks are really good. I just don't think the Patriots are as bad as you think they are, man. I really don't. I think
they're going the right. No, they're going. Look, they're going the right direction. No one's blowing me away though either.
I need Ibuka to have a freaking. I need Mecca to have an amazing game, dude. I really need to win. I really need to win this week.
Him and Christian Gonzalez.
I need to hold on to the 1 seed. Okay, next we have the Arizona Cardinals traveling to the Seattle Seahawks. 3-5 Arizona versus 6-2 Seattle. Seattle's rolling right now. Arizona. Kyler is now on IR. Probably not going to play another down for the Arizona Cardinals, I already guess. Jacoby Brissett is their starter for the foreseeable future.
Which is Marvin Harrison's finally going to eat.
Yeah, and Trey McBride's finally going to catch touchdowns, which is great. Love it. Seattle is favored by 6.5. Over-under is 45.5. Minus 325. Seattle Seahawks.
Dude, it's really hard to go against Seattle right now.
I think it's really hard to go against Seattle, but I don't know. Jacoby Brissett's very stable. They're winning these particular stats. I am tending to trend towards Jacoby Brissett not looking terrible.
I think he won't look terrible either.
I don't think this offense is going to look terrible. I just think Sam Darnold is just wicked good right now. He's so good right now, dude. He's seeing the field so well. There was this one throw that he had against the Commanders to JSN. Dude, I was one of the craziest. And literally, the ball, like JSN's, literally the ball went across his helmet, right into his hands, dude. It was the most insane throw I've ever, not ever seen, but it was laser accurate, laser beam accurate. You couldn't have placed it better than that.
I think
he's slinging it right now.
Well, they've also got Rashid Shaheed, and again, what would you say? JSN. I was gonna say JSN. I'm not saying all that. Jackson. Yeah, he's probably up there with Jay Jettis and Jamar Chase right now because he's playing really well.
I'd say it's probably Jackson Smith-Njigba, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. Receiver.
Justin Jefferson had 3 touchdowns.
I'm on Rusty Brown's. He's like right there with Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase should be put higher. I know he's on the Bengals, but he should be higher than Jay Jettis. Jay Jettis has. I don't even think he has 3 touchdowns yet this season.
Justin Jefferson's so good, dude. Honestly, he got 3 touchdowns. He didn't have a quarterback the whole season. He's still productive.
Yeah, Jamar's better. Neither is Jamar.
There's just some crazy talent receiver now. I think. Let's get back to this game though. Seattle. Yeah. I'd say Rashid Shaheed is going to absolutely feast in this offense. I think he's going to feast because Jason just takes so much pressure away from him. It's going to be. I could see a deep ball to Rashid Shaheed just to get him comfortable in the offense. Give him that kind of like settled in down in Seattle.
Yeah.
I'd say Cardinals actually aren't terrible. Now I listen. I'm not a Kyler Murray hater. I think he probably would have been a great player had he actually, not gone to the Arizona Cardinals. To be frank,
yeah.
But yeah, man, he's at a crossroads, dude. He's at an absolute crossroads. I said he should probably go play baseball because he probably would be talented, but it's like he hasn't played baseball in years now, dude. Like,
yeah.
So,
well, there's gonna be a team that wants him too. I just don't know who it would be. Do you think it'd be the Browns? The Browns?
Could be Cowboy. Or the Browns. Yeah, Browns would probably take him.
Browns or Jets probably, but those two are desperate enough to do that.
Yeah, Browns. I would say Jets definitely. All that being said, I'm gonna take the Seattle. The Seattle's just rolling right now. I'm gonna take the Seattle Seahawks 28 to.
I think it's gonna be close to like that. I think it's gonna be like a little bit more high scoring. I think it's gonna be like 34-31. Last bit of field goals each. Seahawks.
All right, next we have the Los Angeles Rams traveling to the San Francisco 49ers. LA is favored by 4.5. Over/under is 49.5. Minus 225 on the line.
Look, the Niners always beat the Rams in season for some reason, but
not this time.
I don't think they are either.
They're pretty wounded. The Rams this year, dude. I love the Rams. They're such a good team, bro. They are they are humming. They're humming. There's no way about it.
Look,
Matthew Stafford's cooking.
San Francisco's so battered right now, dude. I don't even think they keep up. I think it's coming. I think it's when they lost the Texans. I think it's starting to they're starting to fall apart.
Yeah, the Rams' offense is just too good. Stafford's
too good.
Too good, right? Leads league in touchdown passes, by the way.
And I think we learned from last game, just stop McCaffrey, because that's pretty much all they got in offense, pretty much right now for San Francisco.
I think if your future's better, you should put some money on this Rams making the Super Bowl. I think that they're that good.
Really?
I'm calling it, dude. I really think they're that good. I think if the Rams play against the Eagles, I think the Rams win. They're too good because I think their offensive firepower it's too great. Devontae Adams against Matthew Stafford's match made in heaven, dude. Puka Nacua.
What's your score? You think?
I think it's going to be a repeat of a game that they both played a few years ago. It's going to be 30-27 Rams.
Yeah, that's a good score. I'm going to take a little bit younger than that. I'm going to say like 27-24.
Younger than that? You mean less than that?
Lesser than that, yeah. I don't know why I said it that way.
The scores are ages now. All right, next we have the Detroit Lions playing up against the Washington Commanders. A battle of the divisional round from last year where the Commanders bounced the Lions.
But they had Jaden Daniels.
Shocking upset.
It was shocking, but they had Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, the Commanders... Lions should have won that game. Like come on. It was at Lions. Like they should have won that game.
Oh, no, they should have. But what I'm saying is they don't have Jaden Daniels this time, so I don't think it's going to be the same. He's out for 4 weeks, or 8, I think longer.
I feel like the Lions are just a little bit of a different squad without Ben Johnson now, too. Lions are favored by 8.5. Over-under is 49.5. Minus 470 on the money line. Detroit feels like they're going to open a can of whoop ass.
Yeah, they had a bad game last week. I think they want to get that bad taste out of their mouth.
I think Commanders they're just so decimated on both sides of the ball.
They're injured. They're starting quarterbacks out. I mean, they have no run game at all.
I
Aiden
feel like
Hutchinson's going to eat.
Yeah, I feel like their defense is just their defense can't keep up with the Lions' offense. And
Or they're
I feel
running.
like the Lions' defense, led by Aiden Hutchinson now, it's like Hutchinson's a good player, dude.
He's very good.
He makes that entire defense work. Kirby Joseph, backfield, like he's probably going to lead the league in interceptions. I think that this is probably going to be a get right game for Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery too. I think probably like late in the third quarter we're going to start seeing them just salt away the clock because they're up by so much.
I think so too.
I would say give me the Lions 31 to Commanders. I'll give them 14.
I'll say Lions 35-17.
All right,
Oh, this
last
one's
for
gonna
the
be,
Sunday slate, we have
we're
the
favored?
Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Los Angeles Chargers. Looks like the
favored?
Chargers. Looks like the Chargers are wearing their classic navy uniforms.
We're not. I don't think. I think we're wearing powder blue and yellow. I don't know why that logo's on
I
there.
don't think. Yeah, I think that logo determines what your uniforms are you're gonna be wearing. But whatever. Chargers favored by 3. Over under is 45.5. Minus 155 on the money line.
This one's gonna be rough, dude. This one's gonna be a limit set for the Chargers because we're going against a really good pass rush with no O line.
Yep. I am inclined to believe that the Pittsburgh Steelers are a veteran-led team that could easily win one on the road. Easily could beat this team.
This game is. I think this game's gonna be pretty good. Herbert's got to be Superman. The rest
He's
of
got
the
to be
season.
Houdini. Yeah, he's gonna absolutely have to be Houdini.
He's got to play like Joe Burrow did when he had no O line and he somehow got to Super Bowl. Like he's got to play that good.
Yeah,
Because it's all. I don't want to be all on him, but it's all on him. We have no run. We have third string running back, no O line. Well, we got the guy from the Saints, but I don't know how much difference he's gonna make.
Aaron Penning's a good player.
He's a good player.
He's got to see. We're going to see how quickly he can gel with that O line because that's required. O line is such a chemistry thing. Everybody needs to be in perfect position for the O line. It's one of the hard. O line is such a hard position to play, man.
Yeah, but here's a problem. I mean, the Titans got 6 sacks last week on the Chargers. 6.
I know, dude. I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like playing against the Steelers after that performance. It's like, man, dude, no joke. I'm rough for this game.
Dude, Herbert's the most pressured quarterback. I'm stunned. Like, just how much of a beating he takes to still just gets. He takes a beating, dude.
He's a good player. I would say
he's a great player. But look, I mean, this team also lost to the Bengals, and they got generated no sacks against the Bengals.
They're also going against another great player in Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
he's seeing the dude. You can't fool him. That's one of the hardest parts about beating a guy like Aaron Rodgers because you can't fool him. All you need to do is have the defense figure it out because this is probably the best defense Aaron Rodgers ever had. Period.
It is, and I don't. I think the Chargers can pull it off, but this one's gonna. It's if they're gonna pull it off, it's gonna be a really close game.
All right. Well, I don't think they will pull it off. Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'd say 20-17. I think if Chargers had an offensive line, this game would be a lot more. I would be a lot more in favor of the Chargers, but I just don't. Their O line's just so beat up, and the Steelers have the exact foil for how to beat the Chargers.
I'm gonna say Chargers 24-21. Herbert's playing Superman.
All right, next we have the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to the Green Bay Packers to round out the slate. Good, solid game. Philadelphia is going to Lambeau Field as underdogs. Green Bay is favored by 1.5. Over under 45.5. Minus 125 on the money line. I am not understanding why the Packers are favored in this game.
I don't know
not
either.
At all. Philadelphia is going to absolutely win this game. They coming off a bye week.
The Packers haven't been playing well either. They just lost to the Panthers.
Yeah, they played down their competition so much. Like, I feel like they were looking forward to this game instead of last game, and then they just lost last game. Lost focus. I don't like that. Teams that lose focus mid-season, I don't like teams that do that. I need teams to stay focused. Because like I don't understand why the Packers lost that game against Carolina. They should have absolutely blown them out. It shouldn't have been close.
Jordan Love
To just
good?
be frank, like they were at home. I mean, they were in the worst unis in NFL history, though. Oh my god,
Those are horrendous.
there's some bad uniform combos this year. The Steelers,
There
one,
are.
the Packers one. Like, dude, just
The
guys,
Chargers
stay
all
traditional.
yellow. The Chargers
the-
all yellow.
Yeah, the piss unis.
I gotta
understand
take. I gotta take the Eagles, and I don't think it's gonna be much. Because remember, Tucker Kraft's out too.
Yeah, the man, he was gonna
I
be
think-
good. He was
I
gonna be
think
really
you-
good this season.
I think Eagles won 35-17. It's hard
I'd
to go
take
against
the
them.
Philadelphia Eagles 30 to. I'd say the Packers 20. I'm a foot out the door on the Packers, man. That trade for Micah Parsons, like, look, you can make a deal for somebody. Doesn't mean you know how to use them.
Yeah,
I
I
think
we're
they
seeing
need,
that right now.
Packers in that early bye week just did no favors for the Packers, man. It just did no favors for them. Whereas Philadelphia's coming off bye, it's like,
And they just got
I had to
Jaden
watch
Phillips.
yeah, and they got Jalen Phillips. Yeah, I would watch out for Philadelphia. They can make a late push, and they're already
They
6-2. They're the number one seed in the NFC. Like, they can make a late push. If Tampa Bay is if the only way that anybody could actually unseat them is if the Rams keep beating their division rivals and the Bucks keep winning games like against like New England and all those teams. All right, matchups of the week. I'd say New England Tampa Bay is going to be a great matchup. I'd say Baltimore
Rams.
Minnesota is going to be a surprisingly good matchup. I think
Rams, Niners.
Rams Niners always is a banger. Philadelphia
Chargers,
Green Bay, obviously
Steelers.
the one we just talked about, is a banger, and then Pittsburgh Chargers. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a solid game. I don't think it's gonna be a very high scoring game, but it's gonna be solid.
All right.
All right, everybody,
That's it.
that's our Week 10 predictions for the NFL season. We'll get them all right this week.
Absolutely.
One of these weeks, we will get them all right. One of us will. Which would be
Maybe.
cool.
Maybe it's this week.
Yeah, probably not. We literally can't get them all right. We literally didn't pick the Raiders. Denver. I would pick Denver. Like, come on. No, I'm a Broncos guy. I wouldn't have picked this at score.
Yeah.
Probably have been like 21 to like 13, something like that. I don't know why the Raiders always play well in Denver for whatever reason. They always play well in Denver they always play. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that, but anyway, we'll be back for week 11 next week, or we'll be back for our recap next week. So
Yep. Or week 10
Everybody, we'll see you
recap
later.
next week. Have a good one, folks. All right.
cool.